We are starting today the topic nucleus. We have studied various models of atoms, and from the very beginning, when the atom shape, there were experiments by Rutherford, and he concluded that atom has all its mass and charges at center of atom, and it has lot of empty space all around it. So with this consideration, this is a spherical shape, and he said that all this place is empty and all the positive charges and the mass of the complete atom, what we are measuring, complete that mass is located at the center. When we say complete, it is most of the mass is located at the center, and the negatively charged particles of the atom, which are electrons, they are moving around these positive charges, just like earth moves around sun, and there is a force, centrifugal force between the two. Okay, so that is the construction, that is the model of atom which was put forward by Rutherford, and it was later corrected. So many anomalies were corrected, and Bohr's model is there that we have all studied. So today we will study this part. This part, the name was given nucleus. So nucleus is the central portion of atom in which the complete mass and charge, positive charge of the atom, is supposed to be located. Nucleus is central part of the atom on which almost all the mass and positive charges are located. Electrons move around it. Okay, so this is atom, and the electrons are moving in so many orbits, and this is nucleus. Now, before we study further for nucleus, we have to understand one thing, that mass of atom, the mass of nucleus, they are very small units, very small masses, and so small masses that if we write it 0.00000, we have to write almost 26 zeros, then this mass will start, and we are concerned with that mass. So to be practical and to be more realistic, we have established another unit of the mass which will deal as a practical numbers 1, 2, 3, 5, like that. So we established a new unit of the mass specially for the measurement of atom's mass and nucleus mass, and that unit is known as atomic mass unit. Mass measurement is done in atomic mass unit. It is atomic mass unit, but later again we made a brief of it, and now we will call it only unit, U. So atomic mass unit is the new unit which will be used for masses of atoms and nucleus. Now, how much is this atomic mass unit related to our SI system unit, that is kilogram? So for that, how do we measure with atomic mass unit? So we find that one atom carbon is prevalent in most of the compounds found in the nature. So which is the most popular atom? Carbon, and it has reacted with almost every other element in the nature. So we thought carbon will be a good thing to compare the weights, because we are getting compounds, carbon with something, carbon with another thing. So if we make weight of the carbon as standard, then we can measure the weight or the mass of all the other elements. Okay, now carbon itself, how do we make the one unit? So first we measure the mass of carbon. in kilograms. Then carbon itself is not the smallest entity. There are very smaller entity compared to carbon, and the smallest one is the element number 1, that is hydrogen. Hydrogen was the lightest one, so scientists wanted that mass of the hydrogen should be taken as 1 unit, and that was done. So mass of the hydrogen was taken as 1 unit, but later what we found that hydrogen do not react with other elements to make compounds, so it was difficult to compare hydrogen with other masses. And we found that carbon is very much related to other elements. Then we compared hydrogen and carbon by the compounds which were having carbon and hydrogen both, and with that we made a new standard. Now we made the standard that mass of the carbon will be taken as 12 unit masses of hydrogen. Later we found that hydrogen may have different masses, so we fixed that carbon is our standard material for comparison, but the mass of carbon itself will be taken as 12 units. Why? It is almost 12 times heavier than hydrogen, and hydrogen is the smallest one. So 1 unit is based on mass of hydrogen, but it is compared with carbon, and carbon itself has a mass of 12 units. Now how do we define it? We take mass of 1 carbon and divide it by 12. That will give us 1 unit of mass. So mass of 1 carbon is mass of carbon. This is to be divided by 12, and this will give 1 atomic mass unit. Now mass of carbon we have measured by various methods, and we found it is in kilograms 1.992647 multiplied by 10 to the power minus 26 kilogram. Divide it with 12. When we divide it with 12, what do we get is 1.660539 into 10 to the power minus 27 kg. This is after division with 12. So when we divide it with 12, that was the why it was done. That story I have told you, because basically we want mass of 1 hydrogen, which is the smallest element and a single entity. That is why divided by 12, and carbon is almost 12 times heavier. Okay, later we studied that 1 carbon is made with the components of 12 hydrogens. Okay, so that is why. So this is our 1 atomic unit, 1 unit. So this conversion we must remember, and this we will need for many of our calculation. So please remember this one. 1 atomic mass unit, we will call it 1 unit, is equal to this much kg. Okay, so this is about atomic mass unit. Now again, nucleus. What are the inside the nucleus? Is it a 1 particle or is it many particles? That we will study in the next lecture. Thank you.